you know, not just that we accept this as our identity, but they even have a biochemical effect on our body. The minute you use a word like, I am exhausted, you are going to create a very different biochemical effect in the body versus when you say, I am ecstatic. So it's amazing that when we realize that whatever direction our words lead, our mind and our body and our environment will follow. If we use positive language about ourselves, and our ability to learn new skills, achieve our goals, and rise above difficulties, then that is what is going to show up in our life. So whatever we think about and thank about, we bring about. So tapping into that power, it starts with building self-awareness. Self-awareness that we are not using out of power language. And Captain Mehta not just emphasizes, but also imbibes this powerful phrase, live by choice, not by chance. And I think that's a good reason why we're all here today. We're not here by chance. We are all here by choice. We decided to be here today to listen to Captain's talk rather than, watching our favorite TV show or chit-chatting with friends. So thank you, Captain, for bringing us this beautiful topic. I just want to mention that this is a two-part series. We will be covering part 1 today, and the next part of our talk will be next Saturday on July 24th, which is on the Guru Poornima weekend. And so it's a really beautiful thing that Captain has designed for us. And without taking too much time, Captain, I can turn it over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kalindi, once again. I am always humbled by your introduction. It's excellent, excellent. It's very humbling. And the way you have already laid the ground for me to talk about it. So it's a lovely day. Once again, a bright and sunny day after 3-4 days of continuous rain in Bombay. I love the sun. It's about to set in another half an hour's time. And I'm absolutely delighted and happy to talk to you today, to so many of you. It's absolutely amazing. Right. Remember, thoughts can inspire and thoughts become words. As Kalindi has already warmed up each one of us, thoughts become words and they inspire us to take action. To begin with, let me share an inspiring story of Mel Fisher, the treasure man. I hope you must have heard about him. The Mel Fisher was a man of strong determination. For 16 years, he searched for an undersea buried treasure of a Spanish shipwreck of Florida coast, which happened sometime in 17th century. Mel is a US Army veteran of Second World War. One of his crew members was asked why he had stayed so long with the Mel. So long means for 16 years, he was searching for a treasure with his team, and each one of them stuck with him. When one of the crew members was asked why he had stayed so long with Mel, he replied, next, Mel just had the ability to get everyone excited. Every day, Fisher told himself and the crew, today's the day. And see how powerful were his words. He had complete mastery and control over his mind. He believed in what he thought and chose the right words to express his emotions. He demonstrated an attitude to accomplish his goals. The words you write or speak to others can leave a huge impact and create a lasting memory, either good or bad. So it's super important to choose them wisely. And I must really appreciate Kalindi here once again. She had so beautifully laid the foundation of the talk. And I'm sure each one of you are with me. Therefore, the words can make or break a relationship, and your choice of words and the way you express yourself can accelerate or kill your career, relationship, and including your health. Next slide. Friends, the success is determined not so much by the size of one's brain as it is by the size of one's thinking. Before we deep down to learn the magic of thinking big, let me leave you with these thoughts. Next. I am Pratap Mehta and I am well. In fact, I'm in perfect health, and by the time this program is over, you will have much clearer understanding of what these words really mean. This virtual show, this evening or this morning in different time zones, is called Magic of Thinking Big. It's based on a book that I have been writing it, researching it, and living it, practicing it. It has come to a place in my heart where I know that it's really not so much about what you want in terms of what you want to manifest, not so much about what you want in terms of what you want to manifest, means take action. That is what we're going to talk about. It's who you are. You manifest what you become as human being. This program is about teaching you to become the highest conscious being, that you can be aligned with your source, to be aligned with God. When you are, you become a creator and co-creator in your life. Co-creator in your life. Next. I would like to open this program with a poetic offering from Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I wonder how many of you have heard about him. He who wrote Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner sometime back in 18th century, 1736 or so. And that it's an epic poem. He also wrote a poem that I used earlier in my life. Listen to the words and ask yourself if they really mean something to be true for you, if you really believe in what poet is offering here. Listen, I'll share some of the gist and the meaning over here. He says, what if you slept, and what if you sleep you dreamt? What if you slept, and what if in your sleep you dreamt? What if you in your dream you went to heaven? What if you in your dream went to heaven, there picked a strange and wonderful flower? What if you awoke to find? What if you awoke to find you have that flower in your hand? What then, the poet asked, do you believe that it's possible to bring something from the world of formless, it's heaven, from the world of being into the world of physical? The poet was speaking metaphorically, but I am not. Next. Friends, you know me, most of you, pretty well. I'm a performance enhancer with 40 plus years of experience. I work with ambitious entrepreneurs, both men and women. I teach them the modalities to design their life by enhancing their mind power. I want to show you a framework that understands the magic of thoughts. Is it possible, that magic? The good news is that there is a system you can follow that makes it absolutely possible and probable to accomplish your goals and live a life you love. I'm sure each one of you have come here to live a life that you love. Like what? Seeing your children grow, spend time with the family, your children, your grandchildren, with your spouse, with your friends, go on vacations, and much more, while your work also keeps growing. Okay? Yes, I'm into transforming the lives as a mind transformation coach, lifestyle engineer, author, and above all, Indian Navy veteran. If you would like to accomplish something, you must expect it of yourself. That means you must have a strong belief. Come, join me on a joyful journey to create your most extraordinary life. Everything I've written and practiced is the result of study, personal experience, and practicing ancient Indian wisdom. The key thing to remember is that your mental state has awesome power and you can control it. You don't have to be at the mercy of whatever comes your way. Your life is an expression of all that. It begins with an idea or a desire. A thought comes to your mind. A thought comes to your mind. These thoughts are converted into words. Then you take action. Repeated actions become your habit. That is your destiny. It is actually magic of thinking big and the power of words that decide our destiny. Friends, you can choose to be happy much of the time or not. You can choose to create a life filled with melodrama or a life filled with peace and joy. The choice is yours. Right? What is the purpose of thinking big? What is the purpose of this class? To train your mind to achieve a lot more success, more control over your lives, develop strong sense of determination, fulfilling relationship, receiving love and respect from your family, friends, and your colleagues wherever you are working. More clarity leads to more success in your professional life, your student life, as your life as a homemaker. More clarity, better the success of whatever you're doing. And of course, empowering your self-beliefs. I'm going to talk about what are beliefs a little later, so hold on to it. We get onto positive beliefs, unlike the limiting beliefs that we have at the moment. And above all, improved health. Pause slide. Right. Okay. You can pause the slide. Stop. Now, in doing so, let's go ahead and let's understand the value of certain affirmations when we talk about. Whenever we are struck with grief, pain, separation, failure, or any other disappointment, people often tell us time heals all wounds, but this is not true. Time is something external to us. Our feelings are internal to us. Time can't enter our mind and change our feelings. Let's now take the moment to teach our mind to take personal responsibility of healing emotional wounds. and not waiting for time to heal. Repeat this affirmation every day to release all the pain and discomfort you are holding on to. You will learn to face an uncomfortable emotion and find a tool of knowledge to heal it immediately. We all need to find a tool to heal ourselves immediately. After a grief or a disappointment, after a failure, loss of a loved one, we need to get back on the track as soon as possible. Therefore, it will make you resilient to external factors. Hence, again, the choice of words makes good and positive affirmations. Choice of words. Again, the magic of thinking per click. An affirmation is a statement that you make or affirm to yourself to help reinforce how you are or want to. Even if it is not true for you until now. Affirmations are also useful to strengthen useful positive beliefs. They are, of course, always stated in positive. What you want instead of what you don't want. The affirmations are especially effective when made in subconscious state. So let's get into a subconscious state and let's do a quick exercise. Are you all with me? You may turn off the slide, please. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this small meditation exercise. Switch off your video, mute audio. Think of a situation of the past where you have suffered a grief, separation, or disappointment. Okay. Think of a situation of the past, maybe past 24 hours, must be past 24 years, where you have suffered a grief, a disappointment, a separation, failure. Think of one situation. Think of one situation. Sit comfortably in your chair, remove your spectacles, gently close your eyes, listen to my instructions and follow them. If you miss any, it's all right. Keep a cheerful disposition. Right, let's begin. Take a deep belly breath. Inhale, exhale. While exhaling, visualize negative energies going out. Repeat after me in your mind. I am a powerful being. I have a beautiful relationship with my mind. I keep it happy and stable in every situation. I look at how I am feeling today. If there is any pain of the past, any loss, failure, grief, any unfulfilled desire that I had experienced, because of which my mind is not peaceful or happy. I know some people have been unfair to me. Situations have been challenging, but I do not wait for time to heal me of past hurt. Time cannot heal. I choose when to heal myself. I decide to heal now. With understanding, no one can hurt me. People will behave as per their perspective. Continue to sit straight, immobile, keep your body steady, eyes closed. Situations were as they were meant to be. I created the hurt. It was my past karmic account. I had written that scene in my destiny when I did that karma. It's over now. I forgive myself for the hurt I created. It's over. It's over. I am the master of my emotions. I am a master who chooses always. I choose who and what stays on my mind, my every feeling in every situation. I go beyond the hurt that I had created in the past. From today, it's the new karmic account of peace and happiness. Slowly open your eyes at the count of 3. 1, 2, feeling healthy and totally relaxed. Whatever I am doing is in the best interest of mankind. So you may turn on your video and unmute yourself and share your experience. You may write it in the chat box. How was your experience of letting go your past misery, the grief, the disappointment? Yes. Right? Yes, friends, your life is expression of your mind. How you use your mind and when you use your mind can make a difference. You are in charge of your life. You can make it happen. Right. Slide on. Make it happen. Just ask yourself next. Just ask yourself who you are. You are how you think. You are what your attitude is. You are what your beliefs are. These 3 simple things, think, thought, attitude. Thank you, Prerna. Now, and your thoughts, attitude, and beliefs. These 3 simple things are nothing but powerful things of your mind, which can upgrade your life. What we just did, a small meditation, was a demonstration how powerful your mind can be to let go the grief, the disappointment, the failure of your past. Therefore, these 3 things, how you think, what your attitude is, you are what your beliefs are. We are going to talk about them in little detail. Shama. It's easier to take credit for the good things happening in my life, challenging to accept the, yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Shama. Right. Slide off. During the session, we are going to upgrade 3 things very simply. So in the next session, our coming time, we are going to upgrade these 3 things very simply. By upgrading these 3 things, you will be able to upgrade how you use your mind, the quality of your mind. Want to know more about that? What if I told you that by upgrading your mind, by 3 simple changes, not only you will be able to learn to master your mind more, but master your life even better. Is that something you want? Do you want to master your life for better? If yes, put it in the chat box. Let's see. Kalindi, any responses? Let me know. You can read them out as and when the responses come. Simran, Rakhi, Jaya. Oh,
We have a response. We have a response.
uh, Lata, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are all keen to upgrade your life. Friends, it is your birthright to have health, wealth, and wisdom, and great relationship and joy. Everything. Have it all. Nothing less. Okay? Let me share another small story from my life. My first lessons about the quality of thoughts and the words we choose came from my late brother-in-law, Ajit Mehta, my sister's husband, brother-in-law, late Ajit Mehta. He was a distinguished career administrator with Government of India, and last he was the Home Secretary. I was perhaps then when this incident took place, I was perhaps just 16 or maybe 17 years old, and I was called for an interview for selection to National Defense Academy. Ajit, my brother-in-law, then he himself, 27, 28 years old, said, Pratap, people make first impression of you in less than 10 seconds. He was guiding me how to approach my first career interview when I was still a student of a junior college. Pratap, people make the first impression of you in less than 10 seconds. Quite frankly, you are walking, talking signboard, the billboard. Yeah. You can't help it because you are so transparent. And it goes for every one of you. Kalindi to Sangeeta to Lata to Deepti to Jaya, everyone. You are all so transparent. You think people don't know about you? You are mistaken. Then they look at you in first a second. Because you are so transparent, you have to define your words clearly and cleverly. Therefore, before you open your mind, define your words clearly and cleverly. Clear picture, clear outcome, fuzzy picture, fuzzy outcome. Remember this. Everything that happens outside of you, everything that happens outside of us is everything that happens inside our mind. It tells the world when somebody sees you for the first time in 10 seconds, who you are, what you believe in, what your attitude is, what your expectations are. Am I right, Kalindi? Yeah. And that's why we suddenly click with someone, we don't click with someone. It doesn't take long to find out. Everything, take your body for instance. Anyone can walk up to you and say, do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? You are transparent, it's evident. Okay, you don't have to open your mouth and say so. Right. We are going to do a quick exercise now to describe your success. Are you all ready? Are you all ready for a quick exercise? Get your pen out and something to write on. Please, each one of you. Yeah, thank you, Mehta. Thank you. Yeah, if you're ready, get your pen out and something to write on so that you can utilize it later on. This is a very important exercise that I'm going to do with you all. It's been very popular, very powerful, very effective in the past. So do it. Get your pen, paper. Are you all ready? Give me yes, thumbs up. Come on. Thumbs up. Right. Beautiful. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Usha. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Lata. Thank you, Muskan. Raki, what about you? Uma, what about you? Simran, thank you. Simla, Deepti, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Great. Okay. Yeah. So, are you ready with your pen and paper? Huh? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Write a detailed, please listen to me carefully. Write a detailed paragraph describing what your success looks like. एक आप पैराग्राफ लिखेंगे, उसमें लिखेंगे कि आपकी सफलता आप कैसे देखते हैं. How do you look at your success. Be very detailed. है थोड़ा विस्तृत जानकारी देनी है, ये और कोई नहीं, आप ही पढ़ेंगे, है? चिंता मत करिए. हाउ डू यू वॉक एंड टॉक? आप कैसे चलते और बात करते हैं? खुद अपनी ईमानदारी से अपने बारे में लिखिए. हाउ डू यू सोशलाइज? हाउ मच डू यू अर्न? जो होम मेकर हैं वो भी अपनी पॉकेट मनी या हस्बैंड की मनी लिख सकते हैं, या वाइफ की इनकम लिख सकते हैं जो हस्बैंड बेकार में बैठे हुए हैं. ओके. हाउ मच मनी इज इन योर बैंक? यू नीड टू नो दिस नाउ. हाउ मच मनी इज इन योर बैंक? व्हाट इज योर हेल्थ एंड बॉडी लाइक? आपका स्वास्थ्य कैसा है? आपका शरीर कैसा है? आप दुबले पतले हैं, मोटे हैं? हाउ मच डू यू रिलेट विथ ईच अदर? क्या आप कार चलाते हैं खुद? कौन सी कार? आपकी लव लाइफ कैसी है? आपकी पार्टनर के साथ, स्पाउस के साथ, आपकी बच्चों के साथ, ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन के साथ आपकी लव लाइफ कैसी है? और जो इनके बॉयफ्रेंड्स हैं, गर्लफ्रेंड्स हैं, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. व्हाट अबाउट योर फैमिली लाइफ? आर यू हैप्पी? आर यू डिसअपॉइंटेड? आर यू कंसर्न? Who are your friends you hang out with? आपके ऐसे कौन से दोस्त हैं जिनके साथ आप मस्तीगिरी करते हैं? Make it as detailed as possible, as clear as possible. You have 5 minutes to go. Now, just think of all these points. If you miss any, if you add any, it's perfectly all right. Go ahead. Your time starts now. Tick, tick, tick. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. विस्तृत जानकारी आप पेपर पेन से लिखिए इन सब बातों के बारे में. हो सकता है you are already successful. You may have already reached your limits. Very nice. Very nice. You have another 2 minutes to go. Friends, I can see this is not a time to check your emails, WhatsApp messages. Concentrate on writing your describing what your success looks like. Describe what will your success look like. What kind of a home you must have. What kind of a car you want to drive in. Where do you want to go on vacation? You may also decide on whom to hang around with, which company to join, whether you want to have a trip around the world, or the brand of the house, or the brand of the car, whatever. Be clear about it. आपको क्या चाहिए आप एक सफल जीवन के लिए? Come on, right now, faster. Not a time to look at your text messages, emails. Be serious about it. Be clear about it. You have 1 minute to go. Write faster. where you want to go. आप कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं? आप 3 धाम की यात्रा करना चाहेंगे या 4 धाम की यात्रा करना चाहेंगे? किसके साथ जाना चाहेंगे? हवाई जहाज से जाएंगे या ट्रेन से? Right. Be clear about it. 15 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Okay. Time up. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, Ram. Yeah. Turn on your video. And so, friends, you have got an idea where you want to take your life, where you want to take your relationship, your practice, your profession, your health, everything. That's what this exercise is about. You can go back and thresh it with some more clarity. Keep this paper with you after the class and before the next class. I want you to thrash it, rehash it, and write it properly. What your success looks like. But the fact remains that nothing is going to change unless you upgrade how you think, your attitudes, and your beliefs are. Okay? So you have one more week to change those things. One thing you can do to upgrade your thoughts is to pay attention to them, because how you speak is the reflection of how you are thinking. You believe in your attitude as well, right? Okay. Yes, these 3 simple things, but powerful things of your mind can upgrade your life. The moment you upgrade your thinking, your attitude, your belief, you are going to upgrade every single thing about your life. The quality of your thoughts will change everything in your life. So, the quality of your thoughts, right? That is the magic that I am going to share with you today. So, the trick lies in knowing your thoughts precede manifestation. So, your thoughts precede manifestation, right? Okay. You are all masters of manifestation. You are doing it every single day in, day out. When you feel hungry, you get the food. Yes or no? What is it? It's a manifestation of your thought. You feel hungry, your mind gets a thought, and you act on it, manifest, and you get the food. So aren't you doing it unknowingly, subconsciously? You want to go somewhere, you know which train to catch. When you set your mind on it, you make it happen. When you believe in getting a chair, and when you want to sit on it, yes or no? You are tired, you're looking for a chair, you get it. But you don't believe in doubling your income, but you don't believe in having good relationship, but you don't believe in having good health. Why? All other things have been happening to you without your knowledge in an automatic, mechanical way. For doubling your income, having good relationship, having good health, you have to put in effort. It doesn't come naturally. It is really very easy to upgrade in your way of thinking, to say what you mean, to focus on the doors of opportunities to open. Once you recognize it, that you have the power to change it. So, yes, how do we normally think and talk? Let's take an example. Look at this slide. Thoughts precede action. The picture that most of us create in our thoughts is, this is what you see here is the picture that we create in our mind. Right? Oh gosh, I'm really positive. And on top of it, you make a bold statement, a society statement on the phone, in a party. I am really positive. And what do you say after that? I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want my marriage to fall apart. You say it with great pride. You see how positive I am, and you top it up. Icing on the after this conversation is, you see how positive I am. Bullshit, rubbish. I think the intention is there, but not the understanding how brain and mind work in relation to the universe. Okay. I believe in universe. I believe in the wonderful energy that exists in universe. Probably existed even before the Big Bang, the Big Bang theory. Some of you may have heard about it in your schools and colleges, and the movie that came probably existed even before the Big Bang. My thoughts, my response, my intentions, my beliefs, my emotions, my intelligence that allows me to create life that I am living. I believe in that energy. We all have it. When we speak in the way that transforms into feelings and images that come out and communicate. That's the way is with your life. Hope everyone is with me. You are free to interrupt and ask a question in case, but it must go with the flow of what I'm talking about. Okay? Please feel free. Let it be with the flow of what we are talking about. When you start saying, I don't want to be sick, the only picture that can be created with that statement is that you have been sick. Why are you every time complaining? As a doctor, now what happens? See, as a doctor, if any one of you is a doctor or even a caregiver, healthcare worker over here, when your patient comes in, your focus is only on his or her illness. So what happens is you are transmitting that energy and they keep getting more and more ill, more and more illness. When you say that, sometimes, see, it's the choice of words. When you say that I dropped my child at school, now, to me, the only picture that I can create it with that statement is that you are dropping a commodity, a letter or a parcel. Can I say I'm taking my child to school? Is your child a commodity? I was just talking to my son this morning and said, look, I have a talk this evening and a webinar on the magic of words. So he said, Dad, what are you going to talk about it? I said, about 25 years ago, we moved to Bombay after quitting Navy. Okay. And when we moved to Bombay, we lived in Juhu, and I wanted to put my son in Jamnabai Nursery, which is one of the premier institutions for the schools. So my son was admitted. After admitting, all the new children's parents were called by the trustee, Chaturbhuj Bhai Narsi, Chaturbhuj Narsi. He was the chairman and the main trustee of the school. He's no more, but the grand old man was, he said, five to five, I want all parents to be seated in the auditorium, and 5 o'clock the lecture will start, and 5:30 it will finish. These were his clear instructions. At 5 to 5, the gates to auditorium were closed, and you know what happened? There were about 400 parents that day, and it was compulsory for both the parents, come what may. Your child has been admitted, you have to be present for the chairman's address. Come what may. Your business, your tour, your whatever it is. You want, otherwise your child's name is scored off from the admission list. 5 to 5 out of 400, 200, nearly 175 parents were outside in the staircase in the lobby. The gates were closed. He meant business. When you have to be here 5 to 5, be seated. You should have come 15 minutes before. But anyway, at 5 o'clock, he opened the door and gave them a mouthful. Later on, during his talk, he said, most of the mothers, generally mothers who drop their children and pick up their children, he said, don't treat your child like a commodity. Your child, right? You take your child to the school and bring him back home. He's not a commodity. He is not a commodity to be dropped and picked up. Okay, so these were one of the finest lecture by an educationist I heard, who really believed in the power of words. Okay, so let's see how we can correct this. Next slide.
Captain, this slide is very interesting because if you notice, it's all about I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. But if we even drop the don't and we only have I want, we're still in a state of lack. So we have to go even beyond the I want. So I think you're next.
Absolutely right. I'm happy. And since you are operating the slide, I wonder if you had a peek at what is coming next. But then anyway, I'm very happy that you shared this with us. See, now, and these are the few examples I'm giving how you can change. Right. I am healthy. I want to be strong. I have plenty of money. Can't we say like this? I have a lovable family and married life. I want my business to be hugely successful. So these are few examples I give. It doesn't cover everything. I mean, you can't write a book on that, giving all examples. That you will have to grow yourself, nourish your mind, enrich your mind by daily meditation practice, where you will get suggestions for your positive conversation. So your thoughts will always be positive. You won't be saying, I don't want to be sick. You will say, I am healthy. Forget about what you have been sick, what problem you have had. That's not the point in discussion. If you have been sick, if there is something still lingering on, go and see a doctor. But when you are conversing with someone, you just have to say, I am healthy, I want to be strong, I want my business to be hugely successful. Right? I don't want to be miserable. The picture that you create in your mind is that you have been miserable. The universe keeps giving you more misery. I don't want to be broke. I don't want my practice to fail. I don't want to go bankrupt. So please change such statements. Remember power of your thoughts. Thoughts are very powerful. Okay, slide off. try putting to pause first. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. That's the message you keep giving to universe. Universe is like a gravity. You want to jump out of the window, what will happen? Won't you fall? Gravity is there. It gives you what you want. Do value the power of universe, the value of the universe. You need to understand the dynamics between how you think and how you relate that with universe at large, from where your life is being crafted. You are in charge of that. You can make that happen. You need to make a simple modification. That's it, simple modification. Are you getting it? Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You can unmute and shout on top of your voice. I want to
Yes,
see
sir.
reverberation.
Yes,
Very good.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
We never
Thank you.
left.
Right. Great. So why can't we say, I am healthy, I want to be strong, I have plenty of money, I have a lovable family, my marriage is thriving. See, those examples I gave you, they are examples. You can change them, but be positive and make powerful statements. I want my business to be huge, successful. Okay. That's what I want. You need to develop your sensory faculties, which are 5. कितने 4 हैं 5 हैं? How many faculties we have? Please put down in the chat box how many faculties you have. 4 or 5? Sensory faculties. Simran 5. अच्छा, दूसरों के तो है ही नहीं faculty. Usha says 5. Deepti says 5. Prerna says 5. Lata says 5. Rakhi, Preeti, Loreto, thank you everyone. Okay. Yeah. Paresh Sawant says 5. Wow, my dear Paresh. Paresh and Khalidi and Sheetal are our beautiful, lovely co-hosts, and I'm absolutely grateful to them for what I am today. Yeah. The universe says, why didn't you tell me earlier? We could have done it long time ago. It's not that you don't want to do it, but you didn't know how to do it. That is why we have all gathered here today. Right. So beautiful intentions. And let's talk about something about between the thoughts, words, and action. There is something called intentions. Intentions. Niyat. किसी हिंदी में बोलते हैं नियत. आपकी नियत क्या है? What is your intention? And intentions create good karmas. Karmas mean action. What's karma? Karma is the energy of thoughts, words, and action. Karma is the energy of thoughts, words, and action. When we evaluate ourselves, we do it at the level of words and actions. We take care that we have spoken the perfect words in the perfect manner and behaved in the perfect way. But we do not check whether we created perfect thoughts. Most of us have mastered the art of thinking and feeling negative and yet speaking very sweetly. Have you understood what I said? You have some people, you can still by practice master the art of thinking, speaking sweetly, but feeling negative. I know each one of you must be visualizing such people in your life. And perhaps you are even visualizing yourself. कि आप खुद दूसरों को कितने लोगों को धोखा दे चुके हैं. Yeah. We always thought people can't see what we are thinking. हम सोचते हैं कि लोगों को पता नहीं कि हम क्या सोच रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है बंधु. बहनों और भाइयों, जैसे मोदी जी बोलते हैं, मित्रों ऐसा नहीं है, सबको सब पता लग जाता है. We can say to someone that it was powerful meeting them and actually feel that it was most boring evening with them. We can insist on our guests to stay for dinner. अरे साहब, भाई साहब, बहन जी खाना खा के जाइए, भाभी जी खाना खा के जाइए. Actually, we are waiting for them to leave. It happens or not? Okay. We thought it was good karma because we spoke and behaved in a right manner. हमने अपनी औपचारिकताएं पूरी करी. We create about 25 to 30 thoughts per minute and speak about 4 to 5 lines per minute. When we look at the flow of energy, we have sent about 25 negative arrows as thought energy and 5 positive arrows as word energy. हमने क्या किया है कि नेगेटिव एनर्जी के करीब 25-30 तीर छोड़ दिए हैं और उसके अंदर स्वीटली बात करने के सिर्फ 4-5 पॉजिटिव एनर्जी के तीर गए हैं. That's all. So karma is the intention behind the word and the act. Your real karma is the intention behind the word and the act. People can say the sweetest word and yet hurt us with their negative energy, with their negative arrows. Yeah. There are people whose words may not be very perfect. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो बहुत अच्छे से बात नहीं कर पाते. But their energy is full of love and compassion. है या नहीं? होते हैं ना? है? Our relationships and our karmic accounts with other souls are based on foundation of how we think and feel. That is the foundation of our relationship. Let us check whether we are able to speak what is in our mind instead of converting negative thoughts to perfect words. First, convert negative thoughts to perfect thoughts and then speak out our thoughts. सोच बोलने से पहले अपने जो भी नकारात्मक विचार हैं उनको सकारात्मक विचारों में बदलिए. Then our thoughts, words and action will convey the same message. So in the morning, Kalindi, if you remember, I say congruency between your mind and the body. Congruency मतलब उन दोनों में मेल होना चाहिए. Thoughts, words and actions will be in harmony, whatever may be the act. A gift being given, help being offered, charity being done, appreciating others. Let us check the intention behind all these acts. If the intention is to please others or to get fame and appreciation, then, my dear friends, it is an impure intention behind a pure act. It is an impure intention behind a pure act. If you have understood this word, please write in the chat box that it is an impure intention behind a pure act. ये है, लिखिए आप चैट बॉक्स के अंदर. Right. Okay. I know impure intention मतलब हमारी गलत नियत, लेकिन काम बहुत साफ सुथरा. जो हमारा एक्शन है, हमारे कर्म है, वो बहुत पवित्र दिखते हैं, लेकिन नियत ekdam apavitra. Deepa, it's an impure intention behind pure act. Thank you, Deepa. Thank you. Loretta, our intentions needs to be pure. Thank you, Loretta. Shama, impure intention behind the pure action. Wonderful. Thank you, Shama. Right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Rakhi, it's an impure intention behind pure act. Intention is pure of your heart. Pravesh Sawan, Prerna Sharma, thank you. Thank you. Simran, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let us clean our thoughts, feelings, so that before our words, it's our perfect energy which reaches other person. If you clean your thoughts and feelings, before you speak your words, the perfect energy will reach the other person. So when I say magic of thinking, you know what it means? It's simple, but we have to practice this, right? और सच में पूछो तो हर एक आदमी यहाँ जो है बोलेगा मुझको तो पता था और ये सही बात है you knew about it but you didn't know how to do it. Okay, so there's another thing which you may have heard about. Let's talk about that. It's the compassion that I'm going to talk about. Compassion in your thoughts. It's very important and often misused, misinterpreted word. There is something called sympathy. There is something called empathy. There is something called compassion. We have all heard about it. Some of you are the students of English language also here. But let's understand what is the difference and how it can help us in thinking better. Friends, we are facing very tough times and consequences are very annoying these days because of pandemic. We are bound by our home, we can't go out, we can't socialize, we have to follow social distancing. Yeah, it's annoying. Now what happens, let's say it's particularly directed towards the parents and the grandparents listening. If your teenager is acting up, if your son or your daughter is slamming the door, if your daughter doesn't want to speak to you and it's breaking your heart, then let me tell you, dear parents and grandparents, you are not alone. You are not alone. It's natural that their biggest fears are rising on the surface in these days. We all been saying earlier, I remember 10 years back, I wish I could work from home. Now you all say, I wish I could go to the school or to the office. It's other way around. Right. So make space for that. It's natural that our biggest fears are coming to the surface. Make space for that. Have compassion for what they are going through, your children, and encourage them to approach you. But you need to know those tricks and tips, how to encourage them. Most of us are not aware of it. If you would like to support them, right? Compassion is something you can develop with practice. Anything that you do here needs practice, practice, and more practice. It's not going to happen overnight. It involves two things, intention and action. Intention is simply opening your heart to others, and action is what you do about it. If everything that we do, remember the power of words. Let's say most of the time we sympathize with our children, we sympathize with our grandchildren, we sympathize with our friends, we sympathize with the staff who is working for us, at least those who are from India and maybe US, Mauritius, UK. You don't have very many people working for you at home. So in sympathy looks in and says, let's say some of the examples I'm giving you are, when you sympathize, what you say is, I am sorry. Okay. But the same thing, if you want to turn it into a compassion, you will say, I am with you. This power of words is very, very important. So saying sorry is no more good enough. It is superficial. कुछ लोग तो आपके मुंह पे कह देते हैं, ये सॉरी कहना क्या है, तो बहुत आसान है. The better word is, I am with you. Sympathy looks and says, I would like to help you. But compassion goes in and says, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Means I'm here to help you. I would like to help you. There is a difference. The power of the words is different. Moment you change this tone, change the tone. Sympathy says, I wish I could carry your burden. आपको जो तकलीफ है मैं उसको ले सकता हूँ. यही बोलते हैं हम हर बार. लेकिन compassion will say, cast your burden on me. आपका जो भी दुख है मेरे को दो, मैं उसको सॉल्व करता हूँ. Then it is compassion. Therefore, friends, empathy refers to feeling what other person is feeling, to be in other person's shoes. That's empathy, to be in other person's shoes, what the other person is feeling. Sympathy means you understand what other person is feeling, even without feeling yourself. That's a sympathy. Right. So, recently, our mate who is working with us, who stays with us 24 hours, she is a cook, she is everywhere, she is a governess, she takes care of our house. Last month, her young son, 36-year-old son, passed away. Okay. So one word could be, we are very sorry, I am with you. Other words is, I'm here to help you. You need any financial support, you let me know. She went back to her village in Maharashtra. She stayed there for a month and she just come back yesterday. Nobody needs your sympathy. People can read on your face. It is not, अरे मुझे आपका दुख सुनकर बहुत, आपकी ये सुनकर बहुत दुखी हुआ. प्रभु इच्छा प्रबल है, the God is great. But मैं इस दुख में आपके साथ हूं, बताओ मैं क्या कर सकता हूं या कर सकती हूं. And this is exactly what my wife, my son did to her when she came back yesterday after 1 month. And it's a change. It's how that grief immediately went away. कि हाँ, हमारे मैम साहब हमारे साथ हैं और हम उनको ओपनली कुछ मांग सकते हैं. Okay, so compassion means your feelings have prompted you to take action to relieve the suffering of another person. Okay, can we have the slide on? So compassion means your feelings have prompted you to take action. Compassion is taking your action. Next. Yeah. No, come back. Right. Okay, come back. So, last but not least, power of thoughts is whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This is a quote from Napoleon Hill. He is a great author, spiritual leader, and a motivational speaker. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Right? Okay. Slide off. Right. So, friends, I can say congruency is the key. No doubt about it. What do you want to do in your life, professionally and personally? Do your thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs congruently support this? Today, we talked about our thoughts, the power of thoughts. Next time, we are going to talk in the next Saturday. So don't miss that class. We are going to talk about how do I take care of my attitudes? How do I take care of my beliefs? Okay. So let your behavior support you along the way, because you know, and I know, you can have it better and better every day in every way. Right? Uh, you may share the post in the chat box. Okay. I have finished. Next slide, please. Yeah. And yeah. Right. Okay, friends. The part two, which we are going to talk about, is about taking care of your attitudes and beliefs next Saturday, right? That's coming Saturday. So thank you very much for listening. Next slide. Thank you. We can now take on questions, if you have any. We have good 15 minutes, 10, 12 minutes to take on your questions. If you have, you can unmute and ask a question. You can put it in the chat box and ask a question. See how you would like to do that. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think I just want to say, I think this is a lifelong journey of discovery of the power of thinking. And you've just fired up our passion for understanding the power of thoughts and how we're not just creators. We are moving from just observing our life unfolding to actually creating our life with our thoughts, our beliefs, and our attitudes. So we have the responsibility to create, but we also have the responsibility to guard our thoughts and our actions. So, this is like a precious treasure. Nobody should be able to come away and distract us and say, oh, I think we shouldn't give away that power to anybody. That power is within us, and we have the power to create and guard this precious treasure. So thank you for reminding us of that.
Yes. Have you any questions? Please do share.
I hope everybody will take some time during the week and do the exercise that Captain has given us to write about our chief aim and to write about how we see ourselves and the success in our life. And if anybody would like to share it next week, you're more than welcome, but it can also just be to yourself. It can be an exercise in introspection and reflection and how you would like to see your life.
Right. Thank you. We have that 6:30 a.m. club. You may kindly share your experiences, share your questions in 6:30 a.m. club. Okay. And the other mind power, empower your mind. We'll be closing it for any comments from the participants there. Okay. Therefore, share your views, comments, posts, questions in the 6:30 a.m. club, if you have any, or even if you don't have, just share your experience. Please do that.
Loretta, I know you journal and you know a lot about this. I'm sure this class completely resonated with you, the thought that what we shared today.
I definitely would like to attend more regularly. I'm only doing Saturdays now, but I actually want to see what it's like to do during the week. Do you do it every single day in the evening or in the morning?
No, the class is only on
In the mornings.
mornings. Yeah. And we can have this also, this class on the evenings if there are sufficient number of people. Yeah. In the beginning, we had it in the evening also for about 2 months. Then the number kept reducing after 15, 20 days. Yeah. So, yeah, bye-bye, Shefali.
Okay,
Right.
I also just want to mention one more thing, Captain. Next Saturday is being Guru Poornima. We would just like to express our gratitude to Captain. He does all of these classes so selflessly, takes out all the time to share so much knowledge with us. If anybody is interested, this is completely voluntary, and I'll share some information in the chat box if anybody would like to offer Guru Dakshina to Captain. We have an opportunity to do that, especially on the occasion of Guru Poornima that is coming up. So it's just a token of gratitude, and it's completely voluntary. So I'll share that information in the chat box.
Right, friends. If you have no questions, thank you, Kalindi. Thank you, Pravesh and Sheetal. I can say that I had such an honor to be with you today, particularly on a week commencing Guru Poornima. I do feel honored. And thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You, everyone is so lovable with so much loving kindness. Either way, I could not have been done. It could not have been done without you. You all be persistent and congruent in your endeavors. Right. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't do this without
Thank you, sir. Thank
May
you.
you all
Thank
be
you.
persistent and congruent in your endeavor. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kalandi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalandi sister, and thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
Okay.
Captain, I just changed the mind retreat settings to only group.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
For the admins. Yeah.
Thank you.